All right. Well, good morning again. Another episode of Yes Way Jose. And of course, I get to be the guest and the celebrity all at one time because my name is Jose. Hey, so good morning to everybody. We're doing another episode. And I want to say, is this 5? Are we at the 5 or 6?
6, something like that. I'll have to check.
Yeah,
Depends,
I can't.
Depends if you count the
bonuses. It's a little challenge for me to get past the first 4 or 5. It's kind of a tricky number for me. And then after that, I'm kind of lost with numbers. But listen, good morning to everybody. We just want to make sure that we get everybody to come out and listen to this program because we want to find ways that we can actually give you information. But I want to again obviously introduce myself, Jose Cubero, Mayor of Shepherdsville, and the guy of the podcast. But we want to go around and introduce everybody that's going to be actually in here because you're going to hear voices coming across each other. So let me start with my community planner. Amber, will you introduce yourself?
Good morning. Amber Odle here. I'm the community planner for Shepherdsville.
All right. And next up.
My name's Eli, and I am half of who runs the podcast.
All right. And last but not least.
I'm Travis. I'm the other half and the more important half, I would like to add.
Travis, there's no doubt that
it's debatable.
It's sometimes you're real important when he's not here even.
Which is most of the time.
Oh, we're going to we'll deal with that later. Disciplinary action coming, right, Travis?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, good morning to everybody. You know, we try to do, we've been doing information and talking about things that are going on in the community, but we are going to take these episodes and have an opportunity to let people actually join us on our podcast to give you more in-depth information and some things that they want to talk about. We had I thought was a great with Loudermill.
Yeah.
It was a great episode about a teacher here in this community actually making a big difference. So that was really, I hope the kind of feedback we got from that, we just move forward with trying to get more people to view this podcast and get involved. So with that said, one of the things that we are really working hard on is not listening to me as much. You think we got a chance to do that? I don't know. Most people say that's not much going to happen there. I talk too much. But anyway.
Your name is in the podcast.
I know. It's your podcast.
You know, we really, Amber, please don't start yet. You're trying to keep your job. You're trying to keep your job. All right. So with all said, listen, I want to start with Amber a little bit. I want to give her a chance to come on. She's done a great job for us here, community planner. If you want to know what's going on in the city, you can go to shepherdsvilleky.gov, all of the social media pages, but Amber Odle. So Amber, listen, say some things to us about yourself and then talk about what you've been doing in the city, and then we'll jump in a little bit as you go along. Good morning, Miss Amber.
Good morning, Mayor Cubero. So I have been with the city since last February. So it's been a fun ride so far. We've had a lot of successful events. We've had a great start to the year. Coming up, we have the Shepherdsville Farmers Market. It will open June 1st and go through September 21st, 8 to noon. This coming up Wednesday, we will have a news spot with Keith Kaiser. We will be on air from 5:10 to 9:20. He will interview 9 of my vendors. So they will be able to highlight what they will be selling at the farmers market this year. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm going to add one thing too about the farmers market. What's really just about having that. If you're planning your Saturdays, just grab a cup of coffee and come out and see us, and see the different vendors. We always try to support local, but I think it's nice, which he's kind of glossing over, is Keith Kaiser. He does this really cool show in the mornings and talks about different localities and different venues. It's nice to see Shepherdsville be a part of that whole agenda and calling us and saying, hey, we'd like to do something with you guys. So good job on that piece.
Thank you.
Yeah. We're getting famous down here.
We are getting famous. I think most people know my Cinderella story. I'm not going to bring it up yet, but I kind of tell people a lot of times with the kind of the image and things that we've seen over the years here in Shepherdsville, we're really getting a lot of what I call attention and some notoriety because we're really doing some really big things when you think about the state of Kentucky and what city is actually doing this kind of movement with building family activities and stuff. So we're pretty excited about that. But a lot of good things come with it.
So along with the Shepherdsville Farmers Market, we are going to try to have more music this time. We will have different food trucks come in, do breakfast for the farmers market. We will also have the sit and chat back this year where you can buy from the vendors, sit, listen to music, chat with your friends, and enjoy what you've purchased at the market.
That's cool. That's better. That's kind of cooler than just walking around to the stand.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
it's kind of home feel. So. So we're looking at about 35 vendors so far this year. More produce, eggs, baked goods, artisan goods. Some art's going to be out there. So yeah, it's going to be a great time. Looking forward to it. After that, at the end of June, we roll into our Bullet Blast City Fair. Something special about the fair this year, all the rides are free.
Hold on a minute. I wanted to say it at least one more time, really make sure people understand. This is the first year that we're able to, as a city, to say thank you back to the community. But what was that again there, Amber, you just said?
The rides are free.
All the rides are free this year. So we're expecting big crowds both Friday and Saturday.
I guarantee it.
Oh, man, it's going to be busy. And I think it's going to be fun because we're going to have our food vendors out there. We're going to have craft stores out there. We're going to have people actually just enjoying it. We've got music. We have beverages. That's really kind of my favorite part.
And Travis has no excuse. He's off both of those days.
Oh, we better see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything keeps getting planned whenever. Like I had to work overtime for the food truck invasion. I was mad about that one because I was planning on coming,
Dude,
and I didn't
really
realize.
good.
Yeah,
It's
and
awesome.
then the 5K, the color walk. I was planning on coming to that hopefully, but my son's birthday party. That was my son's birthday party that day. So
So both those really. I'll have her go back to the whiskey wine out because I want her to bring up too. We every time we put on an event, we try to support a nonprofit in any way we can do that. We did something with the Mayor's Walk too, and I really would have thought that you would have wanted to put chalk. Because I mean,
I would have been there.
I had a year's supply of chalk after I get through that walk.
Really?
Oh, I'm always. Oh, you see the mayor coming.
You see your fingernails. Right?
I've got them actually cleaned up.
What about the toenails?
They were bad. I had it in my hair. I had it everywhere. I mean, I had to take my wallet out and clean everything out of my wallet. I had so much chalk. Because what they were doing was once I got past them, they took the chalk and just kept. Oh, you need some more chalk. I still see shirt.
Just dumping it down
I still
your
see
shirt.
Yeah, it was like, come on. And I think her son, he did pretty good. But there were some others that really stepped up their game on giving me chalk.
Oh, wow.
But anyway, that was a lot of fun. But anyway, so the rides being free is a really big deal to us. But I'll let you continue. I just wanted to share that because that's really important to us.
That's awesome, by the way. Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool. Like, I mean, as far as things that you could charge people for, I'm just saying, like, you go to the fair and places like that, and they, the prices are crazy.
It is. And I think when we start looking at our community, it's a way to say thanks. But the other piece in this is that you've got to be understandable of the community. Inflation's up. We know it's tough. Put gas in your car, put food on the table, and get the kids where they got to get. So it's that kind of struggle sometimes that we just want to say, hey, stop for a minute. Let's do something nice. Say thank you to the community, and it's going to rock and roll, buddy. I expect really big things happening there. Good stuff. Anyway,
I've never been. I'm excited.
Yeah,
I've
Never been?
No.
You've been living under a rock? What have you been doing?
Probably. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I had to pick on you. So now we have to get in all the jabs on Eli while he's here. Because we may not. It's 50-50 makes the next one, right? Maybe he might be.
Maybe.
Who knows?
I think he said he was.
Well, yes, I will make the next one.
Can we have documentation that said he's going to be there?
I'll make
a contract.
Make him sign something.
Yeah.
All right, Amber, we do this a little bit, but anyway, go ahead. You got the.
So we will start Bullet Blast off on Friday, June 28th. It will be 6 to 10 p.m. 6 o'clock, the food trucks and rides will open. Kentucky Hillbilly will start the show, and he will perform 6 to 8. Then Red Dirt Road Band will come on stage at 8 and play until 10. Then that will be the end of the event that night. We'll come back on Saturday at 4. The rides and food trucks will open again. Then we will have an American flag retirement ceremony that will take place with Troop 81. They were a part of the ceremony last year. And then we have Casey and Romy that night. They will be playing 6 to 8. And then the Night Flyer Eagles Tribute Band will finish up 8 to 10. After they leave the stage, Carolyn Dawson will sing the national anthem while Leah Pugh will be signing. After they sing, Mayor Cubero will get on stage and count down for the free fireworks.
Hey, that's you.
Hey, oh yeah. Hey, I was just breathing heavy because I was really excited. She didn't let me get. That's what that breathing was.
I think so. Yeah.
I was so excited because Amber, you didn't mention the 60-foot Ferris wheel coming into the.
Well,
park.
I was going to add that. I mean, you're jumping the
I'm
gun.
like, come on, can't wait. Can't wait.
So along with those free rides,
and then they told me, like, calm down. Jose, she's going to bring it up, but you didn't.
Mayor is really excited
Yes,
for
I
this
am.
60-foot Ferris wheel. It's going to be huge. You can see it from Polly Walgreens, CVS, probably even further than that. So,
See, I told you guys. Anyway, and the thing of it is, if it does rain, we're going to move it into the farmers market parking lot.
Oh,
So if it rains and it's in the park, it may not be as good. It
Yeah,
might
that's
fall
true.
down.
That's
It-
true. Yeah.
It could fall down. We can always put Eli at the top of it. Hey, you okay up there?
Right. Yeah.
All right. So anyway, that's actually really cool too. And again, we're trying to find and we want to. I might say this as a public service announcement, folks. We're going to be busy because it's free. Please be patient.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, between the parking, finding spots to park, and just being in long lines, bear with us a little bit. We want it to be a great time, so everybody's got to kind of work with us a little bit because it is no charge for it. You'll see some long lines. We're trying to put some other activities for some of the smaller kids. We'll find something for Eli to do. Maybe some activities. He's the young one in the group. He's probably going, hey, get out of the Gaga ball. Eli,
Yeah.
Eli, get out of the Gaga ball.
he
Maybe
can
he
do
can
some
direct
face
traffic.
painting.
But I'm winning.
Yeah, he's winning with. See, that's really something to be proud of, Eli. Yeah. Anyway, so it's going to be a great time, guys, and we really want to keep talking in that fashion because I mean, the things that we want to try to do in this community is just have everybody together, right? Have everybody together, have some fun. We got great music, great food, crafts. What you else got going on, girl?
So July, we have the traveling wall coming.
Mm-hmm.
That's very huge. We are partnering with Warrior Rounds, Mount Washington, and AVTT to bring it to Shepherdsville. We will start that week off July 24th. We will have a parade from Mount Washington Sports Complex to Shepherdsville City Park.
Yeah.
It will be in the city park from the 24th through the 30th that morning. So come out. We expect a huge crowd. A lot of people from out of state will come view this. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we plan on having food trucks, other vendors out there showcasing some American flag stuff, veterans related. We also will have music out there. So come out, bring your families, friends. It's really something to see. We will have volunteers to find names in the book and then take you to the wall to actually find that name on the wall.
Yeah, so I'm kind of like, baseball games, they have a pitcher that throws like 6 innings and they bring in the relief. I'm bringing in relief right now. To add to the traveling wall, and for everybody's benefit, it's an 80% replica of the one in Washington, D.C.
Okay.
That's
I've seen that one.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And what they did on this wall, it's not just the Vietnam killed in action. It's also 9/11. It's also Somalia. It's also the Iraqi War, Afghanistan. And actually, one of the things they added to the wall was any deaths related to Agent Orange from the Vietnam War. So I'm not sure for some of you younger people, you got to keep.
He probably doesn't know what that is.
He doesn't.
No, I don't
He's
think
still
he
playing
does.
Gaga ball in the car,
Right,
in the
yeah.
park. But it's really important for people to know that this is a very somber time, but a time to celebrate the kind of commitment we make as a country to keep our freedoms. And so
Right.
it's going to be really cool. And it's a 24 it's a 24-hour operation all 5 days that it's here. And so people will
really?
be volunteering for different shifts. And we ask people, if you want to volunteer to be kind of what Amber was talking about, being a host, when somebody comes in, we are familiar enough with the wall. The wall is 360 feet. It's going to be in
Wow.
a V shape, right?
Yeah.
So it's going to be in the V shape. It's closer to the Plum Street, if you're familiar with the city park. That road area, that'll be where it's at. And then the other half towards the pavilion will be more of a kind of you're grabbing some food, a little bit of music, but we want to keep that area where the wall is very somber,
Right.
Because out of respect for folks, because again, you may even have folks, uncles, grandfathers, anybody that might be in a relative that might have been in one of these wars that didn't make it back. So we
Right,
want
yeah.
people to understand that we do respect that.
Yeah,
And
you,
there's-
you almost have to think of it like a cemetery in a way, because people go there to like almost
You do.
mourn and kind of
So we'll have that part of it, but it's a great event. We're going to have it once every 4 years here. That's kind of our commitment to it, because we do have, with Fort Knox being so close to us,
Right.
we want to make sure that people that have retired and lived in these communities, that they still have a way to pay respect for some of their friends and family that are no longer with us. So it's a great event for us. Amber, I'm sorry, go right ahead again. See, I was relieving. That's what kind of come in. You complete the game, you close it down, knock it out of the park, kind of thing. So go on now. You can do what you.
So
need
this
to.
is probably jumping ahead a little bit, but Christmas is always around the corner, it seems like. So I just wanted to touch base. My son Maximus last year talked with Mayor about creating his own event.
Yeah, I was about to say, what a name.
That's a cool name.
Yeah. He's going to be rich when he gets older.
We have
Let's hope.
CEO of something.
Bring in
Yeah,
the max.
right, yeah.
Bring in the max.
But he gave me the idea of he was wanting to create an event free for kids. So I said, well, let's talk with Mayor Cubero. And so one council meeting before it started, he went into Mayor's office and had a little discussion. And Mayor said, let's make it happen. So last year, we created an event called Kids Winterfest. It's held here at City Hall. Everything is free for the kids. He had 14 sponsors last year. So it was anywhere from free pictures with Santa, hot cocoa. We had the Radiant Touch came in dressed as gingerbread men. We had a lot of the outside community be sponsors for it, free food, and it was just a really big hit. Close to probably a little over 300 had came out for this event, and it was about a week before Christmas, so we really didn't know what the turnout would be, but Max was impressed. So he already has 8 sponsors lined up so far this year.
Oh, wow.
So
He's
he's
pretty cool about this. It's funny.
yeah, he's not afraid to talk to anybody about his event. So if you're wanting to sponsor something for free for the kids, talk to my son Maximus. He'll get you
He is going
lined
to be
up.
rich.
Yeah,
He is
so
gonna be a
I want
CEO
to throw
of
this out there.
something.
He actually threatened me. He threatened the mayor when he was in my office. I do want to bring that up, Max. I mean, what is he, 9?
He'll be 9. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, he's like 9 going on 25. And he looked at me in the eye and said that we are going to do this. You're going to like it. And don't get in my way. Okay. So, yeah, I
He's
felt
like his
threatened.
mama, right?
What's that?
He's like his mama.
He could be worse. He was really mean to me. I want to make sure that's reported somewhere. We have it at least on the podcast that Max.
We
was
are
very
in the
inten-
same building as the police, aren't we?
Yes, we are. I should have got them over here
Yeah.
because it was getting a little intense in the office with me and Max and discussing the Winterfest. So, but I'm okay now. Thanks for asking.
That is really awesome, though. He just came up with that by himself. That's
He did.
cool.
He's very passionate,
a big-hearted
very
kid. He's a
caring,
really good kid.
big heart. And
Big heart.
so anything that he can do to help others,
Yeah.
he's for it.
That's
So
cool. I didn't
and
know about
especially
that.
with kids.
My kids will be there this year.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And there's 2 things about it that I really liked most is that it gave something to do during the Christmas break, right? That was a cool piece. And then again, obviously remembering just to give back a little bit, to just say thanks to the community is a really cool thing. Because, I mean, we put these basketball camps on. We've talked about some of the things that we do, but we do it because we want kids to be busy doing things. We want them to feel really good about what's going on.
Right. Yeah. You got to give them something to do to keep them out of trouble. Yeah. I mean, yeah,
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like if you don't idle hands, you know what they say, you know.
So what a segue you just did that. You brought the segue. I'm going to move right into the next thing, and I'm going to add this with Amber. We put out, but we fixed the basketball goals at Roe.
I saw that. Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah, I saw that they were
They
taking
look
them down.
good.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen them put it back up yet.
Oh, they're up.
Are they up yet?
They're up.
Oh,
I put pictures on social media yesterday, and what we did was during the campaign and talking to different people, there were people that actually mentioned playing on those goals, and I actually heard another comment from the fire chief here. They used to leave the lights on so that you could play at nighttime because there were obviously no lights there. That may be a time that we actually figured out something about the light piece. But, I mean, the stories I heard about that, and it was like for years the goals weren't there. They had the one goal, kind of shabby, nothing going on with it. And just started thinking about it. I said, you know what? We're doing things here. This is kind of what I call the low-hanging fruit. When you look at all the big projects. But this got a great response. People really appreciate that those goals are up and they're going to play. So we're doing something on the 30th. So if you listen to the podcast, on the 30th, Lee Barger's bringing his basketball team. I think it's an 8-year-old team, 8 to 10 age group. And they're going to play a little basketball game. And then anybody, now listen to this. This is really funny. Well, maybe it might be serious by the time that the day gets over with, the night gets over with. But what we're going to do is anybody that played on those goals are going to come out. So from 6:30 to about 8, You can play until you fall down or don't get back up, and we'll have EMS there for you. So, but we really wanted to have him out there because, just think about it. Some of the things that you did as kids, you're going to be back out there with some of the guys that you played with or just hanging out with at both basketball goals. And all we ask, the same thing like we ask for anything, is just take care of them. We want to make sure they last forever, and we'll fix nets on them when they need to. And Lee Barger got they got it kind of cleaned up and they paved it. So it looks real nice. It's ready to go, and they're going to have some fun on the 30th of Thursday, the 30th, about 5:30.
Okay, I know Eli. He would walk over there after school sometimes.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, go.
The goals are way better.
Are they?
Well, yeah. We put some nice ones up there. But again, it's what we
Not
deserve.
a double rim.
Oh.
He would play over there until he found out he had a friend whose mom worked in Roby, and then they could just go in there and play in the gym.
Is that how you did that? You worked your way into the system there?
Yeah. I have my connections. Yeah.
He's got his connections. Well, we're excited about that because that's a fun piece, right? It's kind of what goes on to everything else. And I know everybody, I had a great comment that was made to me this morning. You want to be a 15-minute city. And I thought that was a really cool comment because it was about doing so much in your city.
Right.
And somewhere in the close proximity of that. So really good stuff. All right, Amber, we got a Winterfest. What else we got going on?
Well, we have some Love Peace Chicken Grease T-shirts that's going to come on sale here soon, I believe.
Whose picture is going to be on that?
Oh, I wonder.
I wonder whose name was on the podcast. Oh, let me guess. So we're going to tell you something really silly. Some people that know me already know the Love Peace Chicken Grease story. You guys ready for a story?
Let's hear it.
Let's hear it.
Eli doesn't look like he's enthusiastic. Would you fix that for me?
Okay.
He needs to be very enthusiastic of it when I ask him about the
I'm
chicken.
super excited for
See,
this story.
that's what I want. That feels.
Pay attention.
So Love
I
Peace
was thinking
Chicken.
about Gaga Ball. Sorry.
Oh, see? There's
Got a
an
game
Eagles-
later.
See?
Got a game
It's like
later.
the team captain
Yeah.
of a bunch of 6-year-olds.
Season just started.
Yeah, he wants to go in and feed again like
Trying to get to the
last year.
playoffs.
He's already 0-3.
So the whole saying "Love, Peace, Chicken Grease" is just a way to say goodbye to somebody when you're leaving them, right? Just a different way to do it. But it's on a dumb movie, and I tell people all the time, it's the movie called The Pest. Watched it 20 some odd years ago, and for the last 10 years, I've been using that saying when I leave people. I've got everybody, in-laws, I got friends, family, all saying it. And we do it every time we do a school function with the kids. We all get them in the classroom and get our hands together. 1, 2, 3. Love, peace, chicken grease. So it's been fun. I really enjoy it. Love the kids and all the different things we do. But what we wanted to do is to make more of could we use that theme. And so we put a shirt together. Yes, and it does have my picture on it. So apologize for that ahead of time.
It's going to hurt to say it. Oh, no, I'm just kidding.
Because, that really hurt too. It's not my post office picture. It's a different picture.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that one's a really good picture of me there. When I turned to the side there in the post office. Have you seen this guy?
Have you seen this guy?
Yeah. Well, he's on the top 10 FBI list.
FBI most wanted.
Mm-hmm. So what the shirt is going to be done is going to be used for fundraising for nonprofits. But I got to tell you something really cool. We talk about the basketball goals. We talk about our city fair, Bullet Blast. But these shirts are going to be also used. We're going to sell, and all the proceeds will go to helping raise money to support kids to use the aquatic center, the outdoor pool.
That might help the sales.
Yeah. I think
that'll counteract the.
Yeah, they're looking at the picture. I got it where you were going with that. Now I'm going to, hey, Eli, can you make it more on a regular basis? I think I'm going to miss Travis.
Yeah, we can arrange that. Yeah.
So, what happened to Travis? We don't know. He was here one day, not here the next day.
If only Eli could run the show by himself. No, I'm just kidding.
Shut up.
It's be careful with what commitments you're going to make over there, Eli. So Amber and I have been, we're going to tinker around with the idea of trying to promote that, and all the proceeds will go to start raising money because it'll be approximately $100 per child that you raise them so they can use the outdoor pool during the summertime. So more details to come. I just think we want to continue to always look at how do you keep building this community. And I got to say, Amber's done a great job with things for us, and she gets to be a superstar. Is that WDRB on?
Yes, WDRB.
Yeah, so she's signing
5:10
autographs
Wednesday.
after you get done. What are you doing there? You're going to sign autographs, be this new celebrity of
Well,
Shepherdsville?
yeah, I can take pictures. Whatever you
Wow.
want.
Put her
See-
face on the shirt.
No,
I like that idea.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's got to be my picture. We all know who I'm about.
Next week, you'll be like, I have a thing scheduled for WDRB. I'll be on that.
No, it's really good stuff. But we just want you all to know that it's more about knowing these things. Any way we can get the information. Amber, before I forget, you guys are supposed to remind me, what's the email?
Oh, yeswayjosemail@gmail.com. Yeah, email us.
Yeah, way to be on top of that.
Questions, suggestions, anything.
And
Email us.
What was Eli on that? I mean, neither one of you guys. I mean, it's like dropping the ball.
I'm telling
you, I'm mid-season right now, guys.
He's focused on the Gaga ball.
I'm really out of it right now.
He's thinking about his defense.
Yeah.
Can you? Is
Thinking about plays.
So are there plays in Gaga ball?
I have no idea.
I don't. Is there? I mean,
I just said
rookies.
He's working on his defense, and I don't know if there's defense.
you just put your. Isn't Gaga? You just put your hands out front, block your legs. I mean,
Yeah.
What part of defense is that?
That's what I'm saying.
That's
I don't know.
That's what you guys think.
Oh, is there? So Gaga ball is more intense. You know what?
Eli's deep in the analytics.
It's a much
of
deeper
Gaga
game
ball.
than you guys think.
I'm gonna have to do some study on the Gaga ball. I'm so far behind. If I'm gonna be competitive, because I am about everything else, I'm gonna have to be Can I make the team?
We'll see.
Tryouts.
I got
We
tryouts.
got to schedule them.
Yeah, because you know how parents will sponsor stuff that you can get on the team that way. That's where I'm going.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm going to get somebody to sponsor me so I can get on the team without
there
really
you go.
showing them my talent.
If we get like some mayor money or something, we could probably make a
Oh,
spot.
see? Eli, keep that in mind. Now, all kidding aside, but I just want so we're going to do the different things we're going to be doing, but we want to make sure that you do reach out to Amber. If you have an organization, nonprofit, anything that you want us to make sure that's out on different venues, please reach out to Amber. Amber, is there any way that you want them to do email or?
You can email me, aodle@shepherdsvilleky.gov. On Facebook, you can go to Amber Odle dash community planner, Shepherdsville community planner. Mm-hmm. And then you can always go to All About Shepherdsville, All About Bullitt County. We are Shepherdsville. I'm always posting on several pages on Facebook.
Okay.
So.
Well, we would want to make sure, obviously, we have new businesses coming. I feel like we've been doing so many ribbon cuttings, which is really kind of cool, right? Because it means that more businesses are coming here. We have some things we're really looking for everybody on this podcast. When you're listening, yes, we are working on full-service restaurants. Yes, I'd like to have an indoor gun range.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. And we all know what we really want is a bowling alley.
Yeah.
You need one bowl. And see, I knew I'd get Eli's attention on that.
Yeah.
Bowling's coming back, man.
What's that?
Bowling's coming back.
I think the bowling piece is
Bowling
great.
ever leave?
We had bowling leagues. It could be fun. I mean, we could have a couple teams out of here and, kind of have some bragging rights and some fundraising with that.
Yeah.
I think it'd be fun. And I got a grandson that bowls, and he's really good. He kicks my butt. So
Oh, really?
yeah, he's really good. He's at North Bullitt.
I'm not good. If I can break triple digits, I'm doing good. That's a good day for me.
I'm going to bowl against you. I got you.
Yeah, right. Yeah. We can put the bumpers up.
Yeah, we'll do that for you. It sounds like we need to do that. But we look at that, and also too, every time I mention this, especially when I'm in different venues, when I mention a craft store,
Yeah.
I'm telling you the kind of things I've seen. Amber's got the farmers market. We've seen things at different crafts, different events we do. Beautiful stuff, but they're going to E-Town and Louisville to get their stuff.
Right.
We want you to get your stuff here.
Right. Yeah. I'm excited about the bookstore. I saw the
Yeah,
Yes.
bookstore?
It's it's the new one right behind. It's the old library. I mean, the old post office.
On
that's
Frankie
there.
Simon?
It's right behind it. Yeah, it's from the ground up. Right? Did I get that right? It was a great story. Really nice couple that run it. They've got one in LaGrange. I think she's got
Yes.
a location out there, but she's here now, and
She's actually part of the farmers market as well, too.
Okay,
cool. Well, that's a good time. Like I said, if you come out to the farmers market, you're going to see some of these different vendors that have their actual businesses here too. Gosh, anything else you'd like to add to our podcast today, Miss Amber?
Well, while we're talking about the farmers market, I do have every Saturday a spotlight, which it's inviting a business from the community that would not particularly set up at a farmer's market that's produce or eggs or whatnot. So it's free for the individual. So if you have a business here in Shepherdsville and you would like to highlight it one Saturday, please reach out to me and we'll get you set up.
All right. So we learned a couple of things here, but first of all, I got one last question for you, Amber, before you leave. Just remember that your employment is based on this question. So how's it working? How's it like working with the mayor on stuff? It's
nonstop,
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. We don't have the speed limits here in the hallways.
but it's great.
Yeah, no.
I've enjoyed it. It's been a blessing to me and my family. I got to do a big shout out to my husband and my boys. They are, they're with me 24/7. If I got an event, they're out there putting up tables or taking them down.
Yeah, that's called Amber's Sweatshop. don't get into Amber's Sweatshop. You never leave it. It's like that Hotel California. You can check out anytime you want. You can never leave.
It's called building integrity. That's why I heard
Yes.
Amber is running a festival.
Well, yeah, it's still a sweatshop.
That's Maximus's humble beginnings. Yeah.
I was in a
But,
sweatshop at the age of 6.
Yeah, but on another note, it's been a great job so far. I love being out in the community, being around the people, being involved, and being a little part of I Am Shepherdsville.
Yeah, she's done a great job. I mean, I brag about her all the time, but I'm telling you, what I like to do is the dotting I's and crossing T's. She really gets information out there. If you really do work with her, she can promote any of the type of businesses you have out there. We try to do things. Chambers is a great relationship too, but Amber does a lot to focus and highlight some new folks come into town, willing to actually invest their money into our community. So I'm really proud of her. Yeah, but it is a sweatshop.
If you're on Facebook enough, you'll find her.
Yeah, you will. I'm gonna find her. So the other thing in this podcast, as we finish up here today, is Eli, do you have an email or a number they need to call to get on the Gaga Ball team?
I'm not currently disclosing that information. It's a pretty private.
Yeah,
it's a pretty private system.
I'm curious now. I want to see the tryouts. I think they'll be in the gym and they'll be like for 5 hours. And he's got them doing all kinds of. He's got a whistle. He's blowing it, and they stop and they keep. They got to run around the. I guess
the real sweatshop.
I mean, I'm thinking Eli's got. So we're gonna have to expand on the podcast. We'll kind of do updates on the.
You can do a Gaga Ball podcast.
There we go.
Yeah.
I think. Well, people have heard me say I have an alternative for this. I'm not sure it's really good for the podcast, but I'd like to see some people that can actually have beverages, actually have a couple of beverages, and actually get into the Gaga Ball court. I'd love to videotape that. What do you guys think about that?
I bet that would probably go viral on YouTube. Probably.
Oh, yeah. Good God. That'd be really funny, though. But anyway, so listen, Eli, glad you're here. We're not sure when you're ever going to be here, but
we'll see. Yeah.
It's like, oh, I hope he comes today. Yeah. But we're blessed with Eli, and we're obviously blessed with having Travis here.
He's 17. He sleeps a lot.
And when I do come, I'm going to be right on time.
For real.
Was he on time today?
Barely.
Did he make it on time?
Barely.
Well, Amber, thank you again for being here.
Thank you.
Listen, guys, appreciate if you would just listen to our podcast. We're always looking for information, right? And the email address is?
yeswayjosemail@gmail.com, and also subscribe and follow the podcast wherever you get your podcast from,
and share it.
Yeah, tell your family, tell your friends, all the people who you think would like this information, because it's good information.
Yeah, and our platform is a moving platform. We want to make sure that we encompass any different thing that people want to add to it, because as we figure out from right now to a year from now, it could look totally different.
Oh, yeah, totally. Right now, we're setting up microphones and talking. I mean, as we do this, I'm sure it will evolve and get a little, more refined.
So do we need to redo his contract to make sure how much he's going to be here for these podcasts?
He's not going to be here that much longer. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow. He's on a probationary period. Well, good luck to you on the Gaga Ball.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, anyway, listen, for everybody here, thank you for listening. We enjoy that you spend a little bit of time with us. And, hey, keep listening. We got some good stuff coming. Thank you, guys.